Hello there, it's Dina Marais here of Soul Purpose Publishing and Coaching. And today the title of my video is All the Ways That You Have Been Falsely Conditioned Into. So it's a fact. It's a fact that we have been conditioned for years, for decades, for eons. But few of us know how deep the rabbit hole goes. So I don't know everything, but I know some things, and I would like to share that with you. And the intention of sharing this with you is to create awareness. Okay? And just remember that for all our hang-ups or our issues or our distortions or whatever, it's definitely not our parents' fault. So it's not your parents' fault. They've been conditioned too. So most people grow up with the three universal fears. And of course, that is the fear of rejection, also the fear of abandonment, the fear of not belonging, excuse me. And then we have the fear of not being good enough, not worthy, and of course, the fear to trust anyone. So what is the result? The result is fear. And this is a low vibration. And when you add guilt and shame, now you have a trio that can really cause damage. And of course, then we were taught to compare and compete. The video I made yesterday, or the previous video, is all about separateness. It's about how to stop, aligning and identifying with that separateness. Now, of course, there's brilliant psychological advertising to promote having this thing that you need to have in order to feel whole, in order to feel good enough, in order to feel worthy, of course. Why? Why is this all happening? Because if you are in a low vibration, then you're easy to control. Because when everybody is fearful, then everyone's vibration is low. And of course, how it happens is that there's this huge problem that is in the media, of course, promoting it and telling us how bad it is. And did you know that all the wars and everything that we see are funded by the same people? The same people fund both sides of the war. So who pays the price? Your son, your brother. Because we buy into this. And it causes division among family, among people. That's the biggest irony. Is why do they fund both sides? For money and control. I bet it's a huge game for them to see how they can manipulate and control. So mainstream media keep their minds entertained so that they don't think. Okay? So there is a plethora. There is just 24/7 videos and action movies and this and that. And of course, all the sci-fi and doomsday videos are actually informing you of what they are planning. Isn't that nice? It's sort of believed that these evil people, that when they show you and then they've done their duty to warn you this is what they are planning, not to say that they are going to succeed. Thank goodness not, because they are smart people too. So, and by smart I mean thinking for yourself, research, do your own research, be curious, and teach your children to think. Allow them to have a different opinion from you and debate about things. We get into that whole think that life is so fast because they have to get to the TV and the news that nobody gets to really talk about things. Of course, Rockefeller said that he wants a population of workers, not thinkers. Let that sink in. So the education system has been changed over time so that you are conditioned. You got to find a job. You got to find a job. You got to earn money, and then you got to get into debt because you have to buy that car, because you have to buy a house or a flat or a something. That's all part of the system of enslaving. Okay, and of course, going to college or university, you sit with a loan that you cannot pay off in your lifetime. It's all designed. It's all designed and not to benefit you. And of course, then they further dumb us down by putting the fluoride in the water, specifically to dumb you down so that you don't question, so that you don't think, so that you just come home and slouch and fall in front of the TV. And then add to that the junk food, the easy, the convenience that everybody fall into to further break down your immune system, to further add to that lethargic feeling of getting diabetes and getting overweight and getting everything is all the junk. Okay? And they let us believe as well that we are born and our kids are born with an immune system that is inadequate so that they can pump your child full of vaccinations that they don't need because your body is perfection. And they've done studies on children who have not been vaccinated. And of course, you know what? Those studies are just sort of put under the table. Medical profession people who stand up and have amazing invention into the medical field, they get taken out. Okay? The cure for cancer has been long ago found. They don't want you to get to heal. They want you to stay a patient. They want to, chemo only benefits the hospitals and the big pharma. They've actually shown they've got a 97% failure rate. Okay, so big pharma cannot be held liable. And did you know that 1 in 10 boys specifically become autistic because of vaccinations? So us as humanity is their guinea pigs. We are the guinea pigs. Okay, and they fill their pockets. And they control us on so many levels, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, actually. So they create the problem and then miraculously there's a solution. Same with the wars, as I've just said. And the solution is not to your benefit. Even though they may paint the picture that it is, they don't say everything. So, how do we transcend this? Think for yourself. Do your research. If you realize that everything that you see on mainstream media is false, it's false. It's not true. They paint it in a way that looks so good, with AI and green screens and whatever they do, they can dish up anything on mainstream media. And people who are addicted to that believe everything, take the TV as the authority. because it's said with so much conviction. And of course, I have all the evidence. It's not true. So, what you've got to do is to raise your vibration. That's everything that I've been talking about all along. Raise your own vibration, because then you're not controllable. You, when you raise your vibration and focus on your dream, vision, what is that? What do you want to create in the world? What do you want your children, you want to inspire them to dream, to feel good? Look for the things that make you feel good. Don't sweat the small stuff, and don't watch, stay away from mainstream media, because their agenda is to enslave you. Be careful of convenience. Convenience is not convenient to you. Watch what you put into your body. Buy food from scratch. Cook. It creates harmony. Okay? Okay, so this has really been a rant, but I'm very serious about this. And the main thing is to take charge of your life. There are many things we cannot control, but what we can control is our vibration. And that is our biggest asset, is to control what we think. Choose our thoughts that make us feel good, that make us aligned with our true self, with our true self nature. I love you. I'll speak to you soon. Be good to yourself.